Please raise your hand. How many of you would think twice about getting behind the wheel while intoxicated? Or even texting and driving? I'm sure many of us wouldn't do it. What about getting behind the wheel feeling tired? I confess, I have done it many times. And in fact, I even have been pulled over a few times for swerving while driving because how tired I was. Thankfully, nobody got hurt, and I even didn't get a ticket. But according to the article from November 7th of last year, posted on cdc.gov, National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates that up to 6,000 fatal accidents are credited actually to drowsy driving. What if I also told you that some of the global disasters also are credited to human fatigue? My name is Tatiana, and today in my speech I want to talk about sleep deprivation, the importance of the topic, how it affects our body, and also about some sleep recommendations. First, I will talk about why the topic is important. Second, about the effects on the body. And thirdly, we'll go over different sleep amount recommendations by age group. According to many scientists, lack of sleep is escalating public health crisis, and it deserves as much attention as the problem of obesity. The problem, in my opinion, not looked at seriously, even though it affects thousands and thousands of people every year. As I mentioned in my introduction, lack of sleep responsible for up to 6,000 fatal accidents every year. And according to the article posted on HuffPost on December 3rd, 2013, some of the world's worst global accidents are in part accredited to human fatigue. One of them is the world's worst nuclear disaster, when the power plant exploded in Ukraine in 1986. And in part it happened because the engineers worked more than 13 hours straight without any rest. And even though only a handful of people died on that night, much more received radiation poisoning and died in the next few weeks and even years to follow. The list of other disasters include the accident at 3 Mile Island, which considered still the worst nuclear incident on US soil, Challenger explosion, the Exxon Valdez oil spill, and the American Airlines Flight 1420, which killed 11 people and injured 105 when the pilot overshot the runway. Besides the accidents and disasters, sleep deprivation is responsible for a wide range of negative effect on human body. And I know some people say, well, I will sleep when I'm dead. Well, guess what? If you don't sleep enough now, you will be dead much, much sooner. As stated in the article on healthline.com from May 15th this year, a number of studies found that sleeping too little at night increases the risk of early death. A lot of human body systems are affected by lack of sleep, and I'm going to just talk about some of them. Let's start with the immune system. Lack of sleep causes weakened immunity. When you sleep, your body produces antibodies and cytokines, the substances that help you fight infections. So lack of sleep causes lack of those substances, which as a result increase your chances about getting a disease and also increasing the time of fighting any infection. Another system that greatly affected is digestive system. Lack of sleep causes obesity and overweight. First of all, a lot of hormones that control your appetite produced while you're sleeping. So lack of sleep causes imbalance of those hormones. Another factor also, when you feel tired, you don't really want to exercise. Another system greatly affected is endocrine system. The study showed that lack of sleep causes lower sex drive. For example, for a man to produce enough amount of hormone testosterone, man needs at least 3 hours of uninterrupted sleep. If it doesn't happen, the testosterone level goes low, which causes lower libido. But it's just not for a man. It causes the same effect on women as well. Another hormone that's affected greatly is growth hormone, the hormone responsible for repairing cells in our body. That's why it's so important for kids to get enough of sleep. And one of the systems that greatly affected is your nervous system. When you sleep, your long-term memory formed. And lack of sleep causes mood swings and depression. In one study, people with chronic insomnia were 5 times more likely to develop depression and 20 times more likely to develop a panic disorder. So how much should we sleep, ask you? Well, according to sleepfoundation.org, preschool kids should sleep about 10 to 15 hours, kids school age 9 to 11 hours, teens 8 to 10, and adults on average at least 7 to 9 hours. Not that much, if you ask, but even cutting a few hours every night will greatly affect how your body will react. So please, instead of binge watching movies or pulling all-nighter, get some rest. Your body will thank you later.